Good morning, I'm David Weegenaar. The date is the 23rd of September 2017, a Saturday. This is week 45, session number 6. Here we have a problem where I want to show you the position. It's better on my demonstration board at my computer, which is not functioning at this moment, so it will be on Monday though. So here we have this position that is out of the book, and what should black play? Black's threatened with the knight on g5 to take the queen, okay, and also white threatens as well, queen f7 check, etc. So does black want to defend this or not? Now here we have a bishop on this diagonal here, on the long diagonal a8 in this case, to the h1 square here, okay, and if this knight was not here on e1, which it is, then black would have queen g2 equaling checkmate, because the bishop here on b7 is defending the queen on g2 from capture of the king. So it would be checkmate. So that would be very, very easy, wouldn't it be? But the knight is there. So the question is, in this position, should black merely retreat their queen and that sort of thing? Now I want to have you notice that there's this bishop on d6 and this bishop on b7, and they're both pointing towards the white king over here. So I'm going to just show you the ramifications of this position, in particular of the bishops on b7 and d6. The rook on a8, I will give you a clue, has got nothing to do with the way that black wins here. So I'm giving you a clue by saying black actually wins here by force in 3 moves. Can you find it? So if you find it, or if you find any of these problems, well done, you're very, very good. Some of my juniors are very, very quick at finding the win here. So I'm going to now give it 20 seconds for you to have a look at this position for black. It involves the queen sacrifice, so that's a very, very big clue. And so the response for black here after knight g5 attacking the queen on h3 is the following. Queen takes h2 check. Okay, now there's nothing else for the king to do than to take the opposing queen. So the king takes the queen. Okay, now you might say, well, what good did that do? Now we have a devastating situation for white now. hg3 check with the rook on h8 and with the pawn on g3. That sadly is a double check and cannot be taken by the king with the pawn because of it would be check to the bishop. So this is a double check. Now, white has not got time, as I've said in other instances of double check, to play knight here and then take the pawn, because that's illegal. They can't do two moves at once unless it's a special type of game that both players are playing. So this is check. Okay, now the king has got no other, it cannot take the pawn as previously mentioned. It cannot move up because of this rook down on h8, okay. It can't even move to g2 because of the bishop on b7 would be given a check. So the only square, and it can't take the pawn again, as I said, because it's one, a double check, and two, the bishop is defended with the bishop on d6 is defending the pawn on g3. So white's only move here, believe it or not, is king to g1. Now, can you find for black the move that they should play now, or they might lose if they don't play it? It's checkmate on the spot. Remembering what I said about the two bishops on b7 and d6 have got something to do with it. The rook on a8 has naught to do with it. So what does black play now? The result is checkmate. Rook to h1, and as you would appreciate, the king cannot move up because it's check with the bishop here. Okay, and the king, of course, cannot take the rook because it's checkmate with the bishop on b7. That's the end of my session. I hope you enjoyed it.